Matthew Judon, Patriots linebacker, joins us here on set. How you doing, Matthew?
I'm doing well. How y'all doing?
Good. How you doing? How's the injury?
Good, man. I feel like I'm fully functional. I feel like I got my strength back, my mobility back. I'm ready to play.
Forgive me because I forget. What was it again?
We have bicep.
Okay.
Yep, a little bicep.
So now that Bill's gone and Judon Mayo's a coach, can you say what your injuries are? Are you allowed to talk about injuries now?
My injury was fully out there. It was I think it was on ESPN. I think it was on everything.
I'm just kind of joking because
I know.
There is obviously a change and there are going to be changes. Do you think that's one of them? Do you think as a player you are now going to be freed up a little bit? Bill was very conscious about what was said publicly, injuries otherwise, and Judon Mayo has promised to be more of an open book. Do you think that's going to translate to the players and you'll be able to be a little bit more yourself now?
Me, I was always truly myself, but I mean, talking about injuries really don't help until you know the full scope. And so, I could have told y'all I hurt my bicep, but I really didn't know too much about it until we actually went in there and saw what happened. And so I think I just never talked after that. I never was back on interview. And so maybe people might say, yeah, I heard this or I tweaked that, I did this, I did that. But I think more that was a strategic thing for Bill and not talking about injuries.
Okay, where are you with the team? Have you been told you'll be back? Do you want to be back? I know you had a little bit of a contract thing last year. Where are we this year?
Well, I got another I have another year on my contract, so I'm back.
Are you happy with it? Are you happy with where the number is? And
I'm happy that I'm still able to play football. It's numbers. I'll let my agent and Matt or whoever is figuring that out, and we'll go on by that. But I think the best thing about the game is playing it and being a part of it, and that's what I want to do.
But have you talked to Gerard? Have you talked to either Matt Groh or Elliott Wolf? Apparently, is going to be the guy. Have you talked to these? Have you talked to the team? And are you for sure going to be back?
I can say that now and then get traded tomorrow. This game is a business. I just want to play the game, but I also have to win at the business aspect. And
I'm sorry, just to hammer, but for now, have you had that conversation? And are you?
I talked to Mayo. I talked to DC. I haven't talked to Matt or Elliott. But most of our conversations been more about the defense. It's been more about the game of football instead of contracts. They say they want me there. I want to be there, but like I said, business is business.
Money talks is what you're getting at. You see what happens down the road. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, or maybe I am, but that's neither here nor there. How do you feel about where the team is right now?
I think everybody needs to get better. That's what you do in the off season. You reflect, you take time, you lick your wounds, you heal up, but you go and you practice and you get better. And I think every man from the first guy to the last guy needs to get better. And so that's just honest reality. But with my teammates and how we move and how we think, I love them. Every single one of them. And so I think everybody going to come back a better man and better prepared for the next season.
You have talked to Judon and Covington apparently about football. Are there going to be changes on the defensive side of the ball with your scheme or your system, or are things going to get done differently from what you've understood?
I think we're going to play a little bit more aggressive, but I don't know. I think we're going to see coming in OTA. So, kind of ask me in 2-3 more months, and then I have something better for you. But other than that, I don't know. So it's going to be a new playbook because it's a different head coach and a philosophy and a scheme. But
different playbook.
Know.
So, I mean, different
mean,
terminology, different.
Well, I don't think it's going to be different terminology. Mayo been there forever.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a different playbook because there's a different person calling the calls. It's going to be, I think, Mayo going to want to run his stuff and put his own uniqueness, and DC is going to want to run his stuff and put his own spin on things. And so I don't know if it's going to be a whole completely different playbook, but it's going to be Judon Mayo playbook.
Do you look on the offensive side of the ball and What do you want to see there, Gerard? Excuse me, Matthew, if they bring back Mac Jones, do you feel that there's a fit there?
Honestly, I don't care. I mean, it sound terrible. I just want our offense to score points. Our offense to score points, sustain drives, and regardless if that's Mac, Zappy, somebody else, I don't care. I don't care. I think both Mac and Zappy has the talent to do it. They just have to do it, and so that's going to be up to them. So, like I said, the offseason is to get better and come back a different player. And I think they both can do it, and they both have the skill set to do it. They just have to do it.
Did the defensive side lose faith in the offensive side last year, and did that sort of creep into the mix?
Well, I was out after the fourth game, but I say hell no. Like I know Bentley, I know the leaders on that team, and we just go out there and ball. It's like, I mean, give them the ball on the 5-yard line. We go out there to stop them. Like that's our thing, and we just trying to keep points off the board and sometimes put points on the board. So it really don't matter.
The prospect of a more aggressive defense, if that's what you got to love that if you're a defensive player, don't you? Isn't that what every guy's looking for?
Yeah, I think we see a lot of defenses now. You know, they kind of attack and they attack either, you know, tackles or guards or centers, but can kind of pick on them. And so if we can attack, force quarterbacks off the spot, it's a lot of great moving quarterbacks, and they can throw it everywhere. But if we can force quarterbacks off the spot and make them uncomfortable by attacking them, I love to do that.
And given that you've already, sorry, Mazz, but that you've talked to Gerard Mayo and DeMarcus Covington, are you going to have like say in some of these game plans because you're one of the leaders of the team and that side of the ball?
I mean, I would love to, but I got to do my job, and you know, I got kids, and I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm not a coach, and I don't want that task. You know, I'm gonna make sure I do what I need to do and go out there and play and produce. But I don't want to also be a coach. I ain't LeBron. I'm not a coach player.
Matthew, thanks so much for coming by. We do appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Good luck to this year. We hope to see you,
Thank you, man.
out there in uniform.